For the last 10 years, I've kept prayer journals, and here's why I encourage you to do the same. One of the biggest threats to our faith is our own memory. It's forgetting. It's why Moses wrote the book of Deuteronomy. It seems like it's a replay of the previous books, but what he is trying to say, and what he does say almost 15 times, is remember, 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 remember. Moses writes down and retells the past. Why? Because our memory is its own testimony of who we are and who God is. So today, when I might be worrying about, will I get a job in this economy? Will it pay enough? I can read my journal when I was 18 years old and remember that God provided for me even when I had nothing to offer. Or I can read my 22-year-old journal when I still had no experience to offer, but God gave me my dream job. Or I can read my journal from 2 years ago, when even though now I had experience and knowledge to offer, it felt like no one valued that. But God still provided. My journals are my own personal living testimony of how God has never left me. And I'm not saying that just because he did it one way in the past, that's how he's going to do it in the future. But what I'm saying is I have my own track record, my own history that tells me who God is. And it's so important because when the next big scary thing comes, and it will come, that's just a factor of life, doubts and fears will start to kick in. You see, the enemy has been doing this since the beginning of time. With Eve in the garden, he will start planting seeds of doubt. Did God really say this? Will God really be there for you? And because our memories are so fickle, we don't have an immediate answer to that question, which will leave us thinking, wait, does God actually have me in this season? But because for years I've written down all of my prayers, all of my hopes and fears, I can gather all the previous versions of me in one room, in one moment of doubt, and they will all yell at me, yes, yes, he is faithful. All your life, he has been faithful. And so when things come to shake my faith, I have the word of God, the everlasting promise of God. His word will not fall to the floor. And I have years of my own experience with him that just confirms his own word. It confirms what he says. When God says, I will never leave you, I can confirm that when I have called, he has answered.